It's a war. Got a couple blueberries all dangling in there. Now we made some protein powders. And the truth is not all protein efficient. Micronutrients, macronutrients, there's you got some leans, you got the beans, the veggies, look at it all. Let me tell you straight up, this stuff's awesome. It tastes like crap, but man, it's good for you. It doesn't taste, I mean, the amount that I put in, it doesn't taste very good. Kind of tastes like if you put a bunch of lawnmower shavings in a cup of coffee, take out the taste of coffee and add more lawnmower shavings. You know what it's pretty much tasting like. It's the healthy stuff here. Called plant sterols. This is all freeze-dried berries and things like that. Nutrients. Too much of that. That's what I want. Now people ask me, Hash, why do you choose organic berries? That's easy. 0 pesticides, right? Alright, next. You've done all your things. I think I'm out of pizza crust, so quite a sad day. No, let me check. No overreact. We got one pizza crust left. So that's a thing. All our mixture in there. Now we're going to add the berries right on top of the protein powder. It's kind of the way I like to do it. This way nothing gets stuck on the lid and the sides. That's a good amount of berries there. Oh, that's a ton of berries. That's probably 5 cups of blueberries right there. Next, I'm going to use some silk vegan yogurt. This is the plant-based. This is the really good stuff. This is key lime. It's the Greek style, so it's really firm, really thick. It's not watery. One of the things I find with any yogurt, really, if you shake it side to side, it's super watery. This has been open for a couple days, so there is like a little bit of stuff with water. Come to look how thick that is. How thick that is. You won't see that in any yogurt, plant-based or not. Just this one. It is so thick. That's why I love it. It's so tasty. It's key lime. It tastes like a key lime pie. I don't know if you all have had key lime, but I have. Just can't do it enough. So, now, I also want to make your wife some sandwiches. So, we're going to do that. Right now, I use the bulk of lettuce. I'm going to boil some corn to and actually I'll ask you, I should make my fish corn. We'll make her sandwiches straight in the house. I gotta get the lid for the blender here. I put the blender away now. It's no longer on the counter anymore, so I'll get that going right now. We got a nice spot down here in the bottom. This one corner cabinet for the blender, so it fits well. It fits perfect. You know, it's dust free. I don't gotta wipe it down ever. It's on the cabinet. That's all nice. Okay? Blender is plugged in, the base of it. Garden Mania today, baby. Be straight. What I'd like you to do now, get a garden box. Don't think too big. Just
even a garden box could be a tote. Anything you can put clothes in. I want you to get a bale of soil and scoop into it, slowly fill it until you can tilt the bale over and then just slowly lift the plastic bag out of the bale and put all the soil into that tote and then add all kinds of stuff in there. Whatever herbs you're going to grow this year, but have that out in front of your window or outside on your balcony and bring it in at night, okay? Bring it in every night until you know it's like 15, 20 degrees outside, 25. Just leave it in your house, right? In your apartment. Start with one, but next weekend when you're like, what was I going to do? Remember how happy you were making the first one and then how happy you've been just to see it grow. Make a second one for me, buddy. And if you can do 2 or 3 this year, man, it'll make me so happy. You have no idea. It doesn't have to be basil. It can be tomato plants. It can be... We can go over some different things for you to grow. Carrots is always interesting. Carrots is a really good one for a tote. You can put carrots fairly close together, and you can get about 60, 80 carrots a tote. They grow so fast, bro. Make me proud, okay? Pre-make some of your own lunches and stuff. You know, maybe cook up a couple French toasts extra and then set it to the side so it's ready for you when you need a meal. It's right there on the go. I want you to start planning from home. Don't buy any food, don't take out, and you'll have more money to super chat. No, I want you to have more money to buy yourself more healthy food, okay? And that's it. Super chatted me the other day. I didn't screenshot it. I totally forgot. I was going to put it as the banner. Trust me, don't worry. I will use the other one that I have from you. Like I got you super chatted like 9 times now. That's awesome. Your channel member is longer than most people, right? So thank you very much. That's plenty. That's tons of effort and support. If everybody was as generous and kind and good-hearted and good-natured as you, this channel would be rocking. We'd have better streams going on if everybody could support the channel half as much as you. So thank you in advance for being so cool. I don't always get to thank people, especially not when I'm on a muted stream type of thing. I don't get to thank everybody. If I see, I think I thanked you, but I can't remember. If I didn't, I feel stupid. But I'm pretty sure I thanked you, but I probably didn't. You know, I'm that kind of guy. Sometimes I was also kind of sleepy. I think I may have woken up. I don't know if I had woken up or something, and you just instantaneously, I just saw the screen light up over there. But either way, it's nice, you know. Whether it's a message from somebody like a good friend like you know, someone trying to help the channel and help me, which is the channel, which is my family, which is you guys at the end. I mean, after I help my family, I'm going to start helping the people that are in need of help, that come into the chat, right? This is the way, so. But you gotta be a good person, right? Of course, I'll still help someone who's hungry, who's evil, but hopefully that turns you into a good person when you see somebody that cares about you. In your time of need, maybe you won't be such a goof tomorrow, you know? I've been a little bit tired, so I haven't been able to do any IRL streams, but it is nice out today, so look forward to an IRL stream today, as well as some other stuff that I haven't really done in the last couple of weeks. The weather has been extraordinarily bad for my back. And plus, I don't just sit around, right? Like, I'm always doing stuff. I know I don't come on here and talk about it, and I get it. People are simple. I already saw how simple-minded some people are, right? They thought that I somehow was making my plants, that my plants were plastic, and I was changing out a 400 square foot room every night, and then going live the next morning to show you bigger plants that anything you had ever seen, and people were like, "Those are fake. Those aren't even real." I'm like, and this went on for a long time, bro. I was like biting leaves off. I was like eating them. I'm like, this is as real as it gets, homie. I used to get a kick out of it. Pretty good contusion and not a contusion. I had trauma. I had trauma to my brain, and I was like a daffodil. Me and a daffodil were same back then. You know, I'm like, oh, you guys are my friends. Oh, that's okay. Now I'm like, oh, you're not my friends. Eat shit. You know, like big difference in attitude. But on the bright side, I can honestly say I'm feeling much better all these years later. I still get wicked headaches and stuff, but there's nothing I can do about that. Not all the time, but when they come, they're different. It's a different kind of headache than I ever had before. And hopefully that subsides more and more, but I still can't get the heat. I've noticed the headaches coming back just because of the heat. So I don't know what the heck's going on. I am not from this area, that's for sure. Alright, now, wife sandwiches are darn near completely made. I have to bag and tag them, but we're close. And we're going to use the same method as last week, with parchment and paper towel. And I thought about it, I'm actually going to use, whoa, that flinged out of my finger, that was hilarious. So, that's done. Now, we just have to decide, imagine she doesn't want sandwiches, I'll eat them. But let's ask her if she wants sandwiches. Can't talk to her right now. She's in a boardroom meeting, so that's a thing. Straight in the house. Yo, straight. Let me screenshot that. Those things you see there are up for grabs for anybody to utilize whenever you want to come in the chat and just be like, I can't afford to super chat you, but here these straight's doing it. Shout out to Tiggs. Let's go get Tiggs. Tiggs is in the garage. I'm gonna get him in right now. You make me think of him. First thing we do is trying to art the comment. Thank you, Straight, coming in hot with the super. It's not even telling me how many supers you've sent anymore, buddy. It used to say like this is your 17th super. Straight? Good boy. Oh my goodness, Tiggs is saying thank you many times. Oh, you gotta see this guy. Come here. Come here, Squizzle Squirts. Oh, it's Squizzle Squirts in the house. Little buddy, you're like a Yoda. Your ears are just like Yoda. Can't thank you enough, Straight. I'm gonna make sure I pick him up some cat toys today. And I'll shout you out before, after, and during. You know what I mean? And even tell the people inside Straight bought these toys from the cat. I'll make sure I'm live. I'll put the phone in my pocket. I don't like to. I'm really not the kind of guy that's gonna point a phone at somebody like in a store and be like, "Yo, hey, how you doing?" Like most people are going through stuff in their heads, right? You want to treat them. You don't want to. You don't, and then they don't know, like, this is a stream of love. Like, if you get on this stream, you're a legend, y'all. If you get your face seen on this stream, you're a good person, right? Evil is never featured on this show. So, try to keep these things in mind, folks. We had strictly legends on the show. Dusty, Freddie, Callie. I don't know what happened to Goliath, man. Goliath used to be such a good person, you know? His channel went to just crap, man. It's just a shame. I mean, he wasn't the type of person to run a channel. Like, if you haven't noticed, I am the man. I'm genuine too. Like, I'm not coming on here trying to make you believers. What? You're hungry? Okay. So the food in your bowl is not copacetic. All right. Well, Daddy has to do a run up and down the stairs for you. Come on, let's do it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, thank you for carrying me up the stairs with your cute little tail. Why, yes, Daddy does love you big time. Should we give him a pink one or a blue one? Then we'll go pink. We got two up here. Oh, this one is, I hate shouting out what you're taking life of, but, like, we gotta do stuff differently. I'm gonna give you two pates. I was thinking about just giving you one, but we're doing two. I'm gonna show you a little trick of the trade here. Just do a little dab. Tiny dab. Watch this, bro. Let me show you how much I love you. Start eating all those treats, okay? Daddy comes in with the knife. Watch out, babe. Come on. Then he comes in with the knife. We do a little choppy. It's like a fancy place, eh? Oh, you are in a fancy place, buddy. Oh, I love you, Tiggs. There you go. Good boy. Alright. Now, we're going to talk more about gardening here. Bag and tag these sandwiches, drink this smoothie, and we're going to get right into this garden mania. Oh, by the way, where are my manners? Straight. You go first, buddy. You go first, straight. Oh, buddy, don't be shy. You're thirsty. Just get a shot in you, bud. Ah, there you go. Super hydrated now, buddy. Don't worry about my finger. What do you mean my fingers are in there? Drink straight. Just have some. Just have a little bit. What do you mean you're super thirsty, but you just can't have any of this one? I grossed myself out, you know? My fingers are clean. I literally came from the water washing them. I'm now washing my hands even better. It's a weird thing. Being a germaphobe sucks, man. I'm like a super freak germaphobe. I don't know if so many people know that about me. As I don't think you're dirty. I think everyone is dirty, right? And then it's not like, oh, you're dirty probably. It's like, I'll just be like, yo, when was the last time you washed your hands? I'm that guy. I don't really do it to people, but I'm always thinking it. I'm always thinking, has it been like 4 hours since you washed? Because I've seen some people on live streams and they're like, they'll either be rolling one up or something, and their fingers are like all different colors. Like all different. I'm like, dude, that is like, whatever you're working on today, you haven't touched that kind of material for 4 days, bro. Like, you got stuff underneath your fingers from like last week, you know? No, you can't touch my hash. No, you can look at it through the bag. That is the only way. If I open up the container, you gotta be like 6 feet back. I'll hold it in the sun and like I'll like tip it back and forth so you can see the true awesomeness that is. What's my name? So, a lot of things to talk about today on the show. Straight has pepped up the show considerably. I have also made a smoothie and fed the wife, so less things on my to-do list, plus the cat's in, plus he's fed, plus now I know I'm going to get some. Once he's done eating a huge bowl of food, I should show you how much he eats too, by the way. He is on his 3rd can of food today. It is 1. It is 2 p.m. Like, just so you know, like the cat, if he's sleeping, he's got to have he's kind of sleep eating too, you know? I wasn't able to ask the wife if she wanted sandwiches for lunch or not. So I'm still unaware if this is what's going on. I was going to make burritos tomorrow. or like some sort of, whoa, why is that still going? How do we stop this? What is really going on here? All right. So I have this. What I was going to do is just do this. And then I think I should be able to go like this and that. I'll show you the Sammys just for the sake of the divorce lawyer. These are the Sammys. 2 Sammys, they're rye toast. Super tasty Sammys. You could put lettuce in there if you wanted. I usually use lettuce every other day. The other day's sandwiches have lettuce, so today's don't. Not having a salad today, I'm going to have potatoes and gravy. So we'll have mashed potatoes, gravy, onions, mushrooms, garlic, fried up in this pan right here. This is clean. There's blueberries. I fell out of the bag. I'll wash it. And in this pan, we're going to make the mushrooms, onions, what did I say? Garlic, mushrooms, and onions in here, fried. Gravy in this pot. We'll do corn in that one. All this stuff is getting rinsed out. It's been to the side here, and I guess I flinged some breadcrumbs as I moved the bag over. Now one pot, no big deal. Not even in the slice. Next, for breakfast today, we're out of toasted tomato sandwiches. So we ate 5 tomatoes over a couple of days. We have bananas and pears to eat today. Oh, I have 8 kiwis to eat, 8 or 9 kiwis to eat. This is 5 cups of blueberries with the key lime silk protein in there. I've got a cup of tea here. Sometimes people are like, not in the past 6 or 20 days, but sometime I have gotten, for whatever reason, I get these messages saying I don't eat enough protein. Leave a comment down below how many grams of protein you eat a day, and then leave a comment down below how many grams of protein you think I eat a day, okay? It's actually kind of cool that people care about me enough that they're worried about what's in my protein, right? Like, oh, you're having too much, or you're not having enough, or, you know, it's interesting to me. I don't really feel I feel inside my body I'm very healthy. I don't think there's an exact right amount. It's based off how much work you do in a day, how much muscle you have on your body, and how much you weigh, plus how tall you are. These things matter, right? How tall, more because of how much you weigh, and then it gives your body structure, right? Literally, your height has the least to do with it. It's your body mass index, which probably does include your height, but if you know your BMI, then you are in a better place. Still in a boardroom meeting, so I should check on my foot. I was working yesterday and I cut my foot with a rusty shovel. It's not looking too bad. I think I'm gonna put some more polysporin on there, and just give me a second to do that. And don't look now, baby, see me rolling. Better drink the smoothie, or I drink it fast. And I don't like them too terribly cold, so I like it to just kind of do its thing for a second. Give it a quick stir. You see me rolling, darling. Let me get some. That's just one sip. 1.5 inches off one sip there. I'll do that 15, 16 times. This thing will be done. It's a half gallon of protein right here. I don't want anybody thinking you'd even stand a remote chance with me, right? It's not a thing. Man. I'm gonna have corn, mashed potatoes, cucumber salad, Greek olives, onions, and mushrooms. It sounds devastating. Let's start cooking it. I think I should just make it. So get out the onion and the mushroom. I'm actually gonna make it outside though. Isn't that interesting? We're gonna cook it outside. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. Maybe I'll do it in an hour and a half then. That'll give me some time to kind of chill. Plus I see something I gotta throw in the garbage here, which is always cool. Yeah, I'll boil the potatoes outside and I'll do the frying outside. Once the potatoes are boiled, I'll fry up the burgers. I'll fry up the plant-based Impossible burgers, the mushrooms, the onions, the garlic. And we'll do smashed Impossible burgers with mashed potatoes, gravy, caramelized onions, and then we'll throw caramelized onions, garlic, and mushrooms into the smashed burger. And then we'll also dip the smashed burger in a side of gravy. Peppercorn gravy. Wait till you try my gravy. I'll give you the recipe. No one has to super chat. You don't have to be a channel member. It's a freebie for watching the show today. I love you all very much. My peppercorn gravy is to die for. Get the shot, get the shot. Oh yeah. People always ask me, hey Ash, why do you have such incredible gas? I don't know, I think this might have something to do with it. Oh yeah, by the way, this tastes deadly. This tastes so good. You couldn't make this taste any better. I don't know what happened today. Tastes like strawberries had babies with cotton candy and some other goodness. You can't make this up, bro. That thing is tasty. Can't eat over 3/4 of a bowl of food. So good with that. The vacuum ran out of juice. I had to charge it, so it's charging. Once it's done, I have one more room to vacuum behind the couch, and I'm did. Actually, well, whatever, I'll do over there too. But I'll quickly run over the kitchen once more, and then I'll run over the staircase again, so I'll double duty the stairs. So it's the only place in the house we have carpet is on our stairs. Our whole house is carpet free, which I highly recommend. I don't want carpet even on the stairs, but it's probably about $500 to get that changed out. So I have no idea how much it's going to cost. And it's also extra slippery, and I run up and down the stairs, so does the cat. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do that right before we move. It should be super easy to do the stairs, so It's just the noses or like the runner part that goes over the front of the stair. I feel like you have to like nail it in, you know, or screw each end into the far side of each step. And then there should be like a little cap or a plug you put over top of that screw hole, you know? But I want some heavier duty way of doing the staircase. A stairs, to me in general, I don't like those rubber runners they have. And I'm always constantly, every 3 or 4 years, re-gluing them, and it really upsets me, like a lot. Like, very bad. So, yeah. And then I noticed I got baseboards to do, so that's not my thing. Like, I don't really like doing that, but I'm going to do it. Baseboards are super easy, but still, you know, for a square room, it's super easy, I should say. My dining room is just ridiculous with like corners and up and down. So the dining room, my buddy did it. Actually, 2 people did, but my buddy did most of it, I guess. My wife just got rid of. Where did I end up putting those? Fridge? Oh my goodness, what have I done with your sandwiches? Oh, I put them here. Okay, perfect. So I was gonna give her this and maybe some pretzels or something. Right? Wow. Holy Dinah. Wow. Let's get back to it. I don't even know where to put those sandwiches. I think they're just kind of laying around somewhere. Where are the sandwiches? Where are they? They underneath that. Alright guys. Hey guys, I want you to know we're doing stuff later on today, and the more people that are on the stream, the better. We're going to see if we can get 60,000 people in the live stream today. And simultaneously, the most I've ever had is 1,200. And it was for 4 hours or 6 hours. I don't remember exactly. We ended that stream with 45,000 views. We had a second stream. We did 22,500 views. We did another stream, 12,800 views. It was in an hour. So oh wow, that's tasty. So, we're done with this.
No more fan today. And I won't be cooking in the house, so we won't need it. So. Right, I had to sneak by the bathroom there. Every time when I go by the bathroom, my wife's like, "Hey, can you come in here for a minute?" I'm like, so I tiptoe by there all the time, eh? Hope you all have a great day. You can see here that's going to be easy to polish off, as this part of the thing is much wider than down here. So down here, it's like, we're probably down to 6, maybe 7, 8 sips. 6, 8 sips left here. I could finish that off if I had to in one bite, but I don't have to, so I take my time. There's a lot. You don't drink half a gallon of something in 10 minutes and be like, yo, oh, yo. Boy. Boy, oh boy. One of the best cats in the world, you know. Money can't buy a cat this good. You could buy 2 cats, but it couldn't buy a cat this good. You could buy 1,000,000 cats and maybe get lucky, but dude, you are one in a million kind of exceptions. You're probably like 1 in 200,000, buddy. I'm kidding. You're 1 in a trillion. Buddy, you're the only one I ever met like you. You know that? Cat just walked right out of here. He's like, Dad, you already told me this, Daddy. Cat just took right off. He didn't meow. He just looked at me. He strafed out of here sideways, looking at me, but strafing sideways while looking at me. It's really cute what he does. He's like, Daddy, I love you, but I gotta go to sleep now, okay? You can see here we're just about done. My eyeballs are purple, but we're doing good.
see me rolling and rolling. Baby, don't look now, you see me rolling dirty. A bunch of saliva. I got just drank that sweet. What is it back in my food? So bubbly. Much better. You see me rolling and rolling. Man, that is one tasty smoothie. Who's gonna come back and watch this unboxing of? Well, we'll do 3 unboxings. Just bang them out like we used to. I'll do 3 now. And then I'll do 3 light systems later, and then I'll do the 4th one. I don't know when I'll do the 4th one. Some of you should be happy with what I just said. If you say too much more, there will be blood. I've got a bunch of new lines I've been working on for about 6 weeks now. I'm going to be bringing them to the light of day, which is this show, eh? My Viking helmet here, which means a lot to me. I found it at a Value Village. It was approximately a certain amount. If you can guess how much I paid for that Value Village helmet. Oh, it's authentic. It's for my clan, for my Viking horde. What are they called? Is it a horde? Oh, I thought I was charging my phone, you guys. I'm like, man, apparently it is charged though. Holy crap, I've been charging my phone. It's not even plugged in, but it was charging. I'm not, bro, this thing was at 30-some%. It's 222. Man, the electric company's probably coming to get me right now. You guys don't even plug your stuff into the wall. Just plug the cord into your phone and just start charging. There's still stuff left in the cord. They don't want you to know. I gotta do a video of man, I had a good idea for like, there's people out there making videos about like how it is. And no, I misspoke. How there's people profiting off of fear mongering, right? So I'm gonna make videos about how it hasn't happened, right? And it's not, yeah, I am making fun of them. It's not to be like, I want it to happen. It's that I'm gonna show what has transpired since the inception of their thought of it happening, right? How much money have they made through talking a certain way on stream to you? I'm going to show you, but here's what else I'm going to do. I'm going to do it for 7 days and show you the difference in 7 days in my analytics. You're not going to believe your eyes. If you think, and I'm going to Babe Ruth it. I'm going to say what I'm going to do before I do it and prove to you what I'm about to do. I don't need to test this. Remember, there's that thing I always told you, learn from other people's mistakes so that you don't cost yourself money in replicating those same ventures. So what I've done is I've watched others shamelessly profit entirely, like enough that they could buy a vehicle, a brand new vehicle in Canada or the States.
shamelessly profiting off of lies, off of fear mongering. I'm going to show you, and don't you dare do it, because I'm telling you that that type of way of thinking, you're going to get found out. Like people are going to understand the type of person that you are when I'm done with this. If you think that I couldn't make a fad catch on, such as what's my name, take a look around you right now. Of course, there's doorknobs everywhere that still have no clue what what's my name is. Those people don't count. They never did. The ones that count are the ones that are all over this right now. The ones that are just sitting there with their baller jars right now. You think those people are super cool. So do I. So do I. Anybody with a baller jar right now, you're a boss, okay? But if you're sitting there with a big old round temple ball or something like that, you're also a boss. Trust me when I say it doesn't matter the form, it's that you have it. Do you understand? This stream was never for, the faint of heart, the ones who don't even, zip up their pants in the morning and you're velcroing your shoes. You don't have to watch this. This isn't directed or was never meant for you, right? If you chose to fumble across this somehow, I don't know why. I couldn't understand why you're still here. This isn't your cup of tea, right? I do not watch sewing videos or knitting videos. Nothing against these people. That's just not my cup of tea. So, I'll come back and we'll do some unboxing videos. To the side here, obviously, I cleaned up here. My wife is about to walk by here soon, so I want to make sure that this is all put away and done. So I gotta get one more thing put away here, and so that's done. And in here, I know in here I know there's some absolutely awesome, but we'll just save it for a rainy day. Let's press some fresh stuff here. Let's get it going. Let's get into some pressing matters. So much to talk about. Manitoba's legalizing the finally being allowed to grow here legally in Manitoba. It was one of only a couple provinces that wasn't allowed to. Never understood why. Other than the old redneck archaic men that run this sad, beautiful plane of existence, and their lack of respect for us. Period. Flat out, straight up. They would rather enjoy the profiteers of jails, there's many things that they've been able to do since lying and denying people the right to use plants. They've stolen children and far worse, all right? Won't get into it today, but we will get into it. Trust me when I say I am here for the people, not the devils of this plane of existence, right? And the devils are the ones that dangle carrots over your head and force you, the pack mule, to continue to slave away daily. Period. Flat out, straight up. They dangle a carrot while they have a boatload of pineapples in their truck. And they're only willing to throw you a dirty old rotten carrot. If you do all this, it's just not fair. So, try to remember that these videos aren't really liked by certain goober entities out there, but there's nothing they can do. This is simple, straight up talk. There's nothing they can do. And to all those goobs out there stealing in more than one way, it's despicable how many ways they steal. They've taken family members, to say the very least. They've taken the time you could have had with your family members, to say the very least. Rastafari. I love hanging out with my mom. My mom's too busy. She's working. She's got no time. Mom likes to travel and likes to spend money, so she needs a lot of it because she likes to spend money, right? She doesn't spend money on fast cars or $300 lipsticks, nothing like that. My mom travels. She adventures. She scuba dives. It's a very expensive habit. It's very expensive. I can't even get into how expensive it is because I don't know. And what I do know is I know it's thousands of dollars per week to go scuba diving. Because you got to be there, right? Which costs you money. So you have to divide your plane ticket by however many weeks you're there. If it's 3 weeks, divide your plane ticket cost by 3. That's the start. Then you divide your food per week by 3 if you're there for 3 weeks. And all those costs are part of you being able to go diving. Because without food and shelter, you can't go diving every morning, right? So those are costs that you still need to make, plus the diving costs. It's very expensive. I would like to send my mom on a trip, but I'd like to also send my wife on a trip. But my mom's much older. Much older. My mom's been very good. Very good. So, hopefully one day, at least a cruise company or somebody will hit me up and be like, yo, we'd love to send your mom on a cruise. All she's gonna do is make a video and you post it on your YouTube channel, bro. And I'll be like, sure, homie. But I'd want it to only be with like really expensive cruise lines. The reason I say that is because my mom is worth it and I want to make sure she's safe. And you got to sign a thing that you'll never quarantine my mom, not for a second, because if you do, I'll come and get you. You understand what I'm saying? So, all those rules can apply to your Karens, but none of those rules apply to a Viking mother. You understand? Or there will be blood! Now, we could set up a fund for mother. We could have a goal of $500 or something. So I don't expect anybody to, but let's say you win 50 grand and shoot mother $50, or 500, whatever your cheap ass. You just won 50. Shoot my trip to Mexico. Yeehaw! You know what I'm saying? And my mom will show you to you when she's there. Like, no doubt. No, it's straight everything. I know everything is straight. That's so funny. She would totally go diving and I want her to hold up a sign underwater. I gotta get this done, but my mother is she's 70, bless her heart, and I think she's 75. So if she can do that for another 25 years, go diving, that'll make me really happy. And then I just want to like push her around. She can walk and everything, but I'd like to push her around in a wheelchair when she's like 125, 175. I just want to be like, see us rolling. We'll be live on YouTube, doing a driving stream on mom's electric wheelchair. I'll be on the back doing papa wheelies straight down Maine. Just burnouts right in front of the mayor's office, We gotta get a Tesla wheelchair. My mom can walk, but can you imagine? Just doing burnouts in front of the mayor's office with my ma. Nothing would make me happier. Just take ma for a ride in the new Mustang. Me and my mom had a Mustang back in the day. I don't think she ever did a burnout in it, though. Don't worry, I did a bunch of them for her. I did a lot of burnouts in my day. And I also sat in vehicles that did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of burnouts. Like, I've gone places like half as fast as a helicopter, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, bro! Woo! You can't make this up, homies. When will I see you? That's right. I'll see you next time. Getting full. I'm not like super full, so full I couldn't do anything about it, but I'm getting kind of full. It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. I'll see you all in the next one. 5505 in the house. I hope Ice Alpha 10 is doing okay. I don't want him to be doing good, just okay. And then I hope everybody else is having a great one, all right? I've had a whole bunch of time to think about my next moves. And I got so much stuff to do in the living room. And then actually, I gotta make bubble, but it's too warm out right now. It gets nice and cold in the night, so I guess I'll wait till later on. It's 2:35 right now here in Winnipeg. We got our cup of stash tea to the side. Our key limes. What are these? These are kiwis. Pink lemonade kiwis. Got a nice cup of stash tea. I believe this one's called Bergamot. I can't remember what this one is, but it's a really good. It's a dark tea, you can see. But it's caffeine free. All the teas I drink are caffeine free. I've had caffeine tea before. I used to drink caffeine when I was a kid, actually, not by choice. That's what the family would serve up. It was super tasty, but I shouldn't have been having caffeine as a child. Let's see. I see with the way caffeine affects me as an adult, I definitely shouldn't be having caffeine I shouldn't have been having caffeine as a child. It's probably why I'm so skinny though. And we ran to school. We ran like 6 kilometers to school. We would jog there. We would walk home. It would take us 35 minutes from high school. I mean, some people had to walk actually an extra mile further than me. And, for some reason, they were just outside the bus limits. And it was a weird limit they had, too, because, there was a bus that went, 1 block after that, right? But there were so many kids I hung out with. They're like, yeah, no, the bus doesn't go that way. And I was like, really? I mean, it goes that way. I know, because I took it. When we went there with, I went to see Buddy, after school, and at his dad's, and his dad's 4 houses, maybe 7, 8 houses away from me, a block. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Well, you must know Buddy took the bus. He's like, no, I didn't. I thought he walked. I'm like, well, dude, man, that's really far. He's like, yeah, but so is mine. I'm like, I know. I'm like, did you mouth off or something? He's like, no, we got a letter from the school saying we can't take the bus. My mom got a letter saying I couldn't ride the bus. I don't remember what the guy's name was, but I remember just laughing. We biked all the time, and he had to bike the furthest. He wasn't even in good shape, man. It was weird. He wasn't super bad shape, but he was not in good shape. And he was always tired. He was always so tired. Oh, I used to make fun of him, gentle fun, be like, yo, dude, if you want someone who's walking all the time, we'd play sports where you want to run, and this guy's walking to get the ball. I'm like, dude, you better start running or you're not on my team. I only had one bad coach in soccer. I don't even remember any other coaches, but I remember my one bad coach, and he was so bad. He walked with a cane, and this guy is he was telling all the kids in the team to run faster and run more. Hurry up, move, go get that ball, and he's screaming, go get that ball. And I look, I'm like, shut up.
You know, this is one of the first times I told him off. I'm like, I'm on the field, and he wasn't talking to me, but he's talking to someone else, and I'm like, that guy has asthma. Shut your mouth, I said, eh? All the parents started laughing, and because like I'm sure that whoever's parent that was ready to just go throttle the coach, eh? He was. This is in like '93, so this guy was just like, and he wasn't a big. Because this guy was never anything. You could tell they locked this guy in lockers as a kid, you know? Like, I'm serious. He was like 4 feet tall, and he was like nothing. There was nothing. The guy was nothing. He was like 80 pounds, maybe 100 pounds of bone and some skin, and then he was overweight by like 30 pounds or something, you know? He was like 120 pounds, but he had a bunch of weight on him, you know? I was like, and he wasn't overweight. He was just a useless dude, man. He was a grouchy older guy. And I told him right off that time, and then like a couple games later, he's yelling at me. And I just remember looking over, and I ran right up to him, and I told him right off. F you, I said, or something, and my face is just red. Like, not from being mad, but I was running so much, and I was winded, eh? It was a cold fall day or spring day, and I just remember being so chilled, sweating, and cold. And this guy's sitting with a park on, jeans, a sweater, his hood's up. I'm not making this up. Couldn't even hardly recognize this guy. He had so much clothes on. And I'm like, I just couldn't believe it, man. And all the parents started walking over towards this guy because he stood at like the edge of the field, so he could yell at us like as loud as he possibly could. And all the parents, I just had a mom, eh? Some of the dads stuck up for me, and then this coach, and then this ref started yelling at me because I told the coach off, and he's like, "That's a red card" or something, and the parents are like, "No, the kid's not leaving the game. He's by far the coolest." I couldn't believe this happened. They were all like telling the ref, they're like, "You know what, ref? You can leave now. We're not paying you. You're not even doing your job." It was hilarious. The parents were like, "Just leave. We're not paying you for this game." So the ref was all like quiet and went and sat in the corner. And I kept telling off the coach, I'm like, you all game, every game, you're yelling at like the fattest kids on our team to run more. It's like, you're not a coach, man. Like a coach has like plans, strategy, you know? Every one of the parents is like clapping. They're telling the coach off. They didn't even let the coach come back for like 6 months. When he did, he had to like basically, he didn't say a word to me, I'll tell you that. He would always be like, "Yo, you, and you," and I would just put myself on the field. He was like trying to leave me out of the field, and the whole team's like, "No, Sean's our center. Sean's our center." I had some really cool girls on my team too, and they were their dads were super cool with me, and they stuck up for me big time. They used to bring me lunches and stuff, and feed me after the game and during the game. They always used to buy me. Their dads used to buy me drinks and stuff, and like give it to the girls and tell the girls to go give it to me. So cool, man. But I was never mean. I stood up for my players because they were getting pushed around, eh? And we were all kids, right? Like, and we never had a talk about this. There was no like, yeah, this needs to happen. I'm sure all the parents had their own special talk about this loser. You know what I mean? But I actually did something about it, and I've always been that guy, eh? I can't tell you too many other stories, but let's just say a coach when you're 13, and I played up. Like, I wasn't even, my teammates were 14 and 15, you know what I mean? And I was the youngest on the team. I don't even know the rules. I think you had to be 14 or 15, and that ref somehow also knew my age. I think because there was a dork on my team, and he was kind of friends with the, I can't remember, but I think there's one person on my team who was just a goober. And turns out later on they totally hated what's my name, you know? So it just, everything makes sense in life, you know? People fit, and all those chicks ended up loving it or dating or marrying someone who was right into growing, you know? So they're super cool is what I'm saying, right? Super cool. And you can just tell people that are good people from people who are bad people, eh? Very, very often you will encounter an evil trying to like make your day worse through negativity though, right? Like there is an evil in this world that works off the opposite of positivity, if I can use that bluntly and truthfully, okay? And the guy was just a rain cloud like all day. And I said, you keep wanting us to run, and you can't even walk without that fucking cane. I was losing it, bro. I was losing it. But he bullied me for a few games after that, and then I think the dads said something to his wife or to his like sister or something. It was a weird relationship on that team. There was one goober, actually, and it's a sad story, but he ended up doing something horrific here in Winnipeg. I won't talk about it, but yeah, it's crazy what's out there, man. It's crazy what's out there. So, but yeah, he was a little mommy's boy, that guy. So I remember now I think it was the guy's, I don't know if she was dating him or what, or if they were like brother-in-law or something. There was some relation to that guy. But the mother didn't really care for me, and she ran the whole soccer league or whatever, right? Again, none of the all the parents were super cool back in the 90s. Or they were total losers, right? So the cool parents knew right away what was going on. And I had said something to one of the teammates. I'm like, did you notice something? And then it was a weird conversation later. And then after that, though, she wasn't in charge of so much stuff anymore. And it was like all decided by the parents. Instead of just this one old woman who like was totally favoring her son, right? Like her son was, I don't know, her son was really crappy at soccer, and she like babied him big time. And I swear he got a trophy for something. I'm like, that dude hasn't even scored a goal in soccer. Like, right? We didn't bug him or nothing, but he just wasn't very good. He was a nice guy. He didn't pick on anyone. We didn't have to beat him up or nothing, and he didn't lip anybody off. He knew he was a little small. His whole family had like weak genetics, right? There are people out there they're just weak, right? They're frail. You kind of look weak, stringy kind of. If you got like weak looking legs and weak looking neck and weak looking back, you're stringy, right? If you got a thick back, if you got a big thick neck, you're a big man, right? So you gotta have big legs too, though. Otherwise, you'll be on the ground really fast. People with tiny, scrawny legs are super easy to flip in the air. I don't know if you know this about people, but I can take you and flip you up. I could throw you on top of a house, probably. If you got skinny legs, I could probably throw you on the roof. So it's best to keep your mouth in check. You don't want to be cashing any checks your mouth can't pay the bills on. Seems like just a wild amount here, but we're going to check it out. We're going to see how it does. We don't do this kind of thing very often. But now that I think about it, I think we're going to go with this kind too. But I was going to take some pictures. Do I need to? I'm not really into pictures anymore. There's so many people out there if you can't figure out how to get it done. Should I though, just one time quickly? Take a few photos. This is so old compared to when it was. It smells so good. Let's just cut it up. I don't even care. I'm not a photo guy anymore. You know, if we got paid to do this stuff, if I actually made, 100 grand a year, 250,000, 350,000, $1 million, $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 million, I'd show you guys all this stuff. But you gotta hold on. Hope we get some Dubai people in here. Come on, share this stream out with people in Dubai right now that didn't flood and are still rich. What? That'd be someone in the chat from Dubai. I don't think I've ever been super chatted from. Oh yeah, I have. UAE. I've seen that come up on the super chat there. There's lots of countries I haven't seen, but believe it or not, I've had a super chat from almost all the Middle Eastern countries. I don't think I got a super chat from Iran before, which I think is kind of, that sucks. I wish I could get a super chat from every country, just to see what the currency exchange is. We haven't had a super chat from Australia for a while. Australia is similar to Canada with the currency, the exchange. It's almost par, 1 for 1. So maybe we'll just do one satchel of this, and then the next satchel, and then a mix of the two, and then another one just of the one. These are going to be big satchels, so let's see. Let's get that in there. I love this kind too, so interesting to see what comes out of this one. Okay, that one's good on this one. Got some wonderful lined up here, so if y'all have any messages of goodwill, you can send them right now. Oh man, you can just smell the purple. I probably should have taken some pictures of this, but we have so much more I can take pictures of. But this is a special one. Not that I don't have more of these, but there was a reason why it was singled out. That's fine. You can't smell the terps in a video, so there's some better ones that didn't get squished so much. Okay, and oh, dang. I think that might be. I guess we're gonna run a test here. A slight puncture in that bag. I guess we'll find out if it throws off the structural integrity. You see me rolling and doling. Don't look now, baby, see me all dirty. Okay. Cut it about there. So we'll go press these 5 minutes. This one did.
cat's sleeping, so I have about 3 or 4 hours from this moment to do a bunch of stuff without being harassed by my cat. He's awesome, don't worry. I just... I can't sit with him right now when I'm standing, so it's best he just goes and sleeps. And then when he wakes up, hopefully I get to sit down for a bit and I can spend some time with him. But I did take him outside all morning, and again this afternoon. I've been outside with him for about an hour, hour and a half. No, not that long. About 45 minutes, and he's good. The cat, it's hot out. He's old. He went inside on his own recognizance just this last time, so I'm super happy about that. All right. Time for the pièce de résistance, mes amis. This one, I can't even remember. Oh, this squirts. Yeah, this squirts that gold. That super gold sheen. I believe this is Maui Wowie. I don't. There's some Maui Wowie out there that is so perfect. And I ended up grabbing some of the right beans to ensure I got a wicked variety. And when I mean wicked, I mean wicked. But there's a few variations I've noticed since really honing in on it. And out of those variations, there's 2 or 3, 1 or 2 for sure that I absolutely adore. And then I think there's a third one that's gonna be unreal. I just have to get her done right. It looks great, but the yield is not like the other ones, but that's to be expected. Nothing is going to be equal in every way. I just wish he was a little closer to what I had already done before, but it's not. But it is still early, so we'll see how she fattens up. But it looks and smells amazing, so there's some nice varieties coming right now. Ooh, this is some fire right here. Oh. The smell on this one's unique. It's definitely got some old school characteristics. The other one is just straight purple old school, so it's one of my faves. Let's see here. Okay. Perfect. Next. Like that. That.
Now, where are these going? Like, where are the other ones? How, where did they go? What? I just don't understand. Oh, they put it here. Okay. I was trying to figure out, like, I was gonna spend all this time on one? No, like, this is the fucking fourth one we're on here. Okay. Let's go. This stuff is annoying, man. This is where I always question, you know, what is this worth? You know, like when someone's like, or if you go to a store and you're to like buy this, what are you willing to pay? I'm willing to pay almost anything just due to the fact that this is just stupid how much work is involved just to get that, you know, like it's not cool. And then if you make bubble and then do this, it's 50 times 50,000 times more work. So, yeah. Talk about wanting to run these huge batches. That's what we're after here. So, but I guess there is the learning curve. And if you don't want to make a bunch of mistakes, it's best to do it this way first. But even still, everything changes again once you start doing it differently again. So there's always a learning curve no matter what way you do it. But having that understanding, I think, is what's going to get you further with the, whatever you want to call it, higher production. If you're yielding lots of tomatoes, you want to make lots of pasta sauce, you gotta look at the best way to do it. Man, I watched a YouTube video of this family making pasta sauce outside. Holy crow, they make 200 liters of pasta sauce? 200 jars? I do not want to do that. It's like an all-day thing too, and you should see, like, they are pouring these things and I'm like, no thank you. It's like 66 peeled onions go into this pasta sauce. I'm like, no, dude, no. 58 pounds of onions, 12 pounds of garlic. Like, I was just like, no. 44 pounds of green pepper. £20 of carrots. There was like all kinds of stuff minced up and chopped up and boiled. And I'll stick to buying pasta sauce. I am serious, bro. Yeah. We got a long way to go before we're gonna be off-grid people, you know. Can we still be off-grid, but can we get YouTube? Like, can we be off-grid but watch YouTube videos? Please! I still need internet. I want to be off-grid with internet, okay? I'm pretty sure off-grid means no power. Unless it's solar. But then aren't you back on the grid as soon as you hook up internet? You're off to your place out in the boonies? Like, aren't you back on? Didn't the Wi-Fi get me again? It's always hilarious to see people, yeah, I'm off grid. I'm doing a live stream. Yeah, I'm on my off grid house right now. We got electricity, but it's an off grid. Okay? It's all just a label and a fad. I guess it's a lot of perspective as well, if you think about it, because if you allow yourself to not disseminate what is what, I mean, you could say you're living in La La Land right now. So, I seem to have devised a new tech here that I'm super proud of, all of it already instantaneously. Okay, I still have another one to do. So that's what we do. And actually, there's a bag of presses that are ready to go in this drawer. I'll put these all in there. Because there's no way I'm going to sit there in front of that fucking press all day either. I have to go poop. Finish my protein shake there. Rips and me. We'll do some PUBG. Yeah. Is the wife heading out? No, not yet. So I'll do a round of PUBG for you in a minute. We'll do a live stream, PUBG live stream. I will be pranking the wife. We will be painting names on the wall in the bedroom today. All the super chatters. So we're gonna get straight for his shout out to Tiggs. We'll put straight STOM. SOM. Psalm. So we'll put Psalm on the wall. SOM. Psalm. Yeah, this stuff's fire. So we're doing the mixture on the last one, which actually I said was the third one. This is the fifth one. Or fourth one. This is the fourth one. The other one doesn't count, it was already pretty much done. Alright. I mean, it counts, but it's not from. It just needs to be put away. Okay. That one's dead. Set all this into this other satchel, which should be. Is that not this? Yeah, we'll set it in here for now. I don't know exactly what's happening with this one, but let's see here. I love myself today, but not like yesterday. It's cool and calm. It's gonna be okay. I love myself today, but not like yesterday. It's gonna be okay. Yes, yes, yo. All right, I'll be right back with another banger. Stay tuned, folks. I'm gonna drink this smoothie, and I'll come right back. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Double. Oh, it's gonna be a real good day. All right, another one bites the dust. So, quickly, give this a whirl. And right? And these look amazing. So now, okay, next step. So sometimes I get confused when I'm thinking about trying to do this. So I gotta think here. Yeah, this is the way. I want to do it this way. Do I? I don't know. I gotta. Maybe I'll do it two way. I'll do it both ways, and then I'll see which way looked better. Like feels better for the parch, like for the packages. Because right now, I can't tell. I can't remember for some reason which way is better. I've done this 1,000 times, 47,000 times. But looking at this, I'm like, one of these ways has to be better than the other way. So, and I think I've been doing it, I don't know, I think I do it normally the other way. But I don't think I said, hey self, this is the way to do it. I just think I was doing it that way because that's the way I folded it. It's not always the way. Just because you're doing it that way doesn't mean it's the right way. So, if I was doing that, and then I cut it here. Do I get twice as many of these? And is it durable? That's what you want to ask yourself. And is it suffice, right? Like, is the size big enough to fit the package inside, right? So you got to check. Is it cornered properly? I mean, the only way to truly tell at this point now is to run it, right? Obviously. So there's an extra fold, but I think that's why I was doing it. Oh, I think this might be why. The extra fold leads to leakage, and I don't think I like that at all. So if that is the case, there's waste, right? It's extra, it takes longer for cleanup and everything. So what you want is not this way. Pretty sure, let me double check. We'll run 2 this way and then we'll do the other 2 the other way. Yeah, we get twice as much, but we probably lose 3 or 4 times as much, right? So taking that into account, it's obvious. The paper is cheap. The stuff inside isn't, so you want to make sure you're using twice as much paper if you have to, because you want to get it for purposes of loss. I forget what that term is called. It's like Angel's Kit. There's a term for the well, in bartending they call it spillage. I believe it's called the spillage or something, but that's what it's getting at. This would be similar. This would be spillage, right? Stuff that I can't get back. Right? So now let's try that again. Unfortunately, all of these are not the right size. That one was, so I mean, technically this is already off to a bad start. But no, let's just say it was for a larger package. So now I go like this. Oh, damn it, I forgot which way I fold it. No, I did fold it. Like, yeah. So I fold it like this, and then I'm only left with that. Now I only have 1 fold. Well, still 2 folds, but it's not... I won't be losing on this fold. That's what it is. The other fold loses because it has to fold under it. Okay, so it's not... This is the way. The other way isn't, and it takes way more work to make those anyway. I get 2 out of this one still, when they're this big. So as long as I do them this big, it's the same amount, but way less folds, and it's 0 loss. You can't lose this way. So it all stays there, or it goes out the middle and the front. The other one, it goes out the sides, out the back, and if you're lucky, some comes out the front too. This one, this is the way. So, and this is the way I folded like thousands and thousands, so it's a good thing. I used to, now I'm remembering, in the first couple of years I used to fold like that crappy way, and then I was like, there's gotta be a better way, and then I just was like, I looked at the damn paper, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I just started sitting in the living room, folding on the couch. Took me a couple weeks, or actually I was standing in front of the table there in the living room. Oh man, that reeks like absolute pepperoni. I don't even eat pepperoni, bro. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll be right back with another banger. We made a movie today. We made a movie about Slurpees and whatever this is. What is this thing? A smoothie. We had a nice talk about gardening. A couple episodes about gardening there. I ain't doing no gardening today on stream, but I might feature some gardens. If I see a garden that's coming along, I'll feature it. I'm not going in anyone's property or, but I'll show their garden. From the road or the back lane or wherever I am. If they say, there was one, my buddy has a guy, I'll try and go there this year. My buddy's neighbor has the coolest, man, actually now that I think about it, I have to go there. I want to get some cactuses from that guy. My buddy has like 8 cactuses, maybe 20 cactuses. But his neighbor has, or a guy around like a couple doors down has like 800 cactuses. He's a super cool dude. Man, his yard looks like the nicest golf course landscape green in the world. No, I've never seen anything in a book, on a video, that remotely looked half this good. This guy's yard is immaculate. If I can make and I did, to tell you the honest to goodness truth, he has lawn, I don't. I mean, I have lawn, but not like, he has like green Kentucky bluegrass. I just have grass. I don't know what the name of my grass is. This guy has like some kind of lawn that, he grew it from seed, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't grow, it's not like a natural lawn from here. He created this backyard. Now, his yard was, this was like, I don't remember, over 10 years ago, maybe 8, 9 years ago, I don't remember, but his yard was just, all I remember was just being wowed. I went into this guy's garage and it was a grow house. Just for plant, there's no what's my name in there, so it's just all flowers and vegetables and everything. Super cool guy, man. I mean, I could be wrong. He might have had that stuff in his basement, but he didn't strike me. This guy was old. Like, he could be. And, to be that creative, I find it hard to believe that you didn't dabble in a little bit of cannabis at some point, or a lot. I mean, I would say that guy did it for decades. And his demeanor was so different. He was just cool. It's hard to find people who are naturally cool. Very hard to find cool people. It's very hard to find. I'm thinking about pressing these when the wife leaves. I have to go to the washroom so bad. I'm trying to be like, riding the bus right now, and I can't crap myself on the bus, not again. So, fortunately, I've never crapped myself on a bus, but there's still time. Trust me, folks, there is still time. I'll let you know. I'll be like, yeah, I did it. I just crapped. I'll pass it on. I'll tell people next to me, I just crapped, Get some space, get the whole bench, So in the mall, when I'm in a store, if I'm getting huddled by like a bunch of people, and I have no idea why, but they're like swarming me and my wife, I'll lean over to my wife and be like, hey, hon, I got wicked bad diarrhea. And then like, I'll be like, I think I sharded. I swear to you, I say it. My wife will go, oh, and she'll turn and she'll look away. And all the people will scatter in every direction. They'll stop what they're doing. They'll hear the word shart. They'll do a 180 and walk in the opposite direction. It is awesome. And I'll never stop that, by the way. Never. People gross me out how close you get to me. You can get close to me if you're a hot chick and I don't know you. But if you're a dude and you keep getting closer, man, be careful because there will be blood. I don't know why dudes get so close to me. If I know you, it's not like I'm not like concerned about, like I'm not like, I just don't want strangers you know, who also may have sharded and don't have the balls to say it. You know, I don't want to be too close to you. Period. But where I go, man, I'm telling you, it's like some dudes can't get, but like they want to rub shoulders with me, eh? I told this story before, but I'm never going to stop telling it. There's like, you're in Walmart, and I checked this dude early on. I was by the salad. Right when you walk in, I'm over by the salad. I'm standing there. I lean over, I stop, and I say to self, how many seconds before that guy just walks right up to you and starts looking at what you're looking at? 4 fucking seconds. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I leave that area completely. I walk for 5 minutes down a straight aisle, and I turn right. And I'm walking fast, right? And I go hover over by another section. I like to check out prices before I just go shoving stuff in my cart. And the same dude comes down the aisle from the whole other direction and walks towards me. He doesn't even have a basket. We're in a grocery store. This dude's just walking around. And he's got this dumbass, greasy, slimy grin on his face. Like he knows he's doing wrong. Like I can read people's pea brains. And he had beady little eyes. You have to understand, when you have beady little eyes, you're up to no good. Okay? And he walks right up to me again, and he rubs shoulders with me, and I say to the dude, listen, that is enough. I look at him, I say, get away from me, you freak. And I lose it, bro. But people don't expect that, right? People expect people to just let them, like, and this guy, I'll tell you about this guy's demeanor. He's touched his family before. This is the type of creeper that knows he can get away with it with some. So he does it with everyone. He tests his luck. He tries his luck. He tries his luck wherever he goes. Well, he must have tied his thing too tight on his head because, man, he had me all wrong. It wasn't more than 15 seconds. I told the Walmart executive employee, I'm like, this dude is bothering me. And that guy went and hightailed it right out of the store. Well, he was in a grocery store and he didn't even buy anything. So what were you doing in there? And what was your need to get so close to other people's bodies with your warm breath breathing and hovering right over mine? You have to understand what I understand, eh? And you have to know what I know. And unfortunately, the connivers that run this thing don't let me speak straight with you. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears to the ground. Don't be oblivious to life around you, okay? Evil exists. It's best you're aware. But I did the right thing. I didn't confront. I confronted him as in just to let him. Well, he rubbed my shoulder. Like, get away from me, you greasy old goof. What are you doing? It absolutely. I was enraged. This was like 2.5 years ago when the city of Winnipeg said, "Don't let anybody get more than 6 feet from you." And I was like, "Well, okay." But it was just a weird time, you know. It was a weird time. We're being tested right now in life. We are literally, absolutely, and figuratively being tested right now in life for something that you couldn't prepare for, okay? So, this test, whether you passed or failed, it's important that you learn right now. And there's a lot I can't tell you. But if you read between the lines, it's very easy to see what I'm saying. Very easy. And I can't do it any more simply than this. I've thought about it. That's why I pause during my sentences and segments, is to ensure I give you the best words possible. My skin is crawling, you know? I believe somebody is in control of something that they say has its own brain. I don't think it does. I think they control it and manually manipulate it. Well, I don't think, I know. Daily. I'll see you next time.